2 Nimrods on this lane as well. Alright, here we go. This is it. This is for Infinite. Alright, there you go. 8 cube, Infinite, final round.
Victory.
Hey everyone, I'm back with a new video today. I want to show off the deck I used to get to Infinite this season. I want to present Ramp Nimrod with a Galactus twist. Shout out to SpyroZA for the deck list. I was trying to brew up an upgraded version of the Galactus deck that got me Infinite 2 seasons straight, but I discovered this list and it was pretty similar to what I imagined a new Galactus list should be, as it runs no Goblins. Goblins helps Galactus decks tremendously, but are very telegraphed. Also, they aren't that good currently, as there are tons of destroy decks running around due to Phoenix Force. I want to emphasize that this isn't mainly a Galactus deck, but more of a second win condition. But with Galactus, the deck puts out immense pressure on the opponent, since the opponent has to worry about Galactus on turns 4, 5, and 6. Lastly, this deck has a lot of ways to win. You'll soon see from the gameplay. Alright, let's get into the deck breakdown. Alright, starting off, we got Carnage. So yeah, mainly Carnage is necessary for the main combo of this deck. The main combo is turn 4 Shuri, turn 5 Nimrod on Shuri, turn 6 Venom on that Nimrod Shuri lane, and then you have Carnage as like the spike card, where you basically play Carnage where you think you're gonna lose on that lane, as you're only gonna have 4 power. As Nimrods get destroyed, you also destroy them back with Carnage. Alright, moving on, we got Electro. Important piece to be able to ramp out Nimrod if needed. Also the usual line to ramp up if you want to play Galactus. Alright, next we got Venom. Another vital card in this deck. The Venom is not replaceable, as there's a lot of combos that you can use. And yeah, the most straightforward way of using Venom is you're gonna be eating the big Nimrod lane. And yeah, you could also use Venom with Arnim Zola. Alright, next we got Wave, primarily used to cheat out Galactus, but has a lot of utility as she can restrict the number of cards as the opponent can play. Next we got Deathlok. It's another reliable destroy trigger. You basically just play Deathlok as the other spike card if you don't draw Carnage in the combo. Next we got Shuri. She's mainly used in the combo to power up Nimrod, so Venom can eat the powered up Nimrod. And if you are successfully able to Galactus, and if you don't draw Spider-Man, you could Shuri and then Destroyer for 30 power in that lane. Alright, next we got Spider-Man, the classic follow-up play after you successfully play Galactus. Those sweet, sweet 2 cube wins. Just kidding, but well, yeah, sadly not really. But moving on, it's possible to also use him on turn 5 to deny key locations, and you basically just sometimes auto win. Moving on, Nimrod. Main card of this deck, totally not replaceable. You probably have to play another deck if you don't have Nimrod, unfortunately. Yeah, this is the card that if you see any buff effects on any locations, you want Nimrod to just get those buff effects. Also, it's really great insurance against Shang-Chi. If the opponent decides to Shang-Chi, then you probably just win the other 2 lanes. Next we got Arnim Zola. Main usage is to copy Venom twice. This can be pretty good at creating a lot of Nimrods on board. There could also be fringe cases like copying Galactus for the win. And yeah, spoiler alert, that actually does happen, so stay tuned and watch that game. It's crazy. Okay, moving on. We got the big G-Man himself. Puts out insane pressure on the opponent. Also, this is the main reason I'm playing this deck. Alright, next we got Chavez. This is just mainly in the deck so that you reliably draw your combos. And then lastly, Destroyer. Pretty good at playing Destroyer if you need to destroy your Electro. And sometimes you need to destroy Nimrod, but your opponent denies that lane. I actually got this tip from SpyroZA, the pro himself. He also mentioned Destroyer can be a great 30-point finisher. If you Galactus and you don't have Spider-Man, you can play Shuri and then play Destroyer for 30 points. And sadly, I actually lost to this myself against a mirror. Alright, lastly, some learnings or tips I got from playing this deck. Number 1, know the combos well. How I view the deck is the main lines is turn 4 Shuri, turn 5 Nimrod, turn 6 Venom, and some destroy card. Or you tried the Galactus line and you either try to secure with Spider-Man or you could also do the Shuri destroyer line. Sometimes you could also just win with Venom, but those are very rare. Number 2, don't tunnel on the Galactus line. I'm guilty of this as I've been playing a lot of Galactus decks and maybe just due to muscle memory and I'm not familiar enough with the new restrictive effect. But yeah, sometimes you could just try some other way of winning. Number 3, snap if you can play Nimrod or Galactus with priority. This is a pretty broad tip, but it should mainly net you more cubes as these are the main win conditions of the deck. But of course you would have to evaluate what the opponent is playing and what are they capable of. Alright, that's a wrap. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Also, if you would like to buy me a coffee, please see the description below. One note before we get into the games, I wasn't doing live commentary to these games, so I had to do a voiceover. I tried explaining exactly what I was thinking at the time. Hope it helps. Without further ado, let's get into the games. Alright, starting off, yeah, so I'm looking at my hand. It looks like we potentially have the combo, we just need to draw into Nimrod, and okay, now we do. Fast forwarding. So now I'm just formulating a plan. I just need to like dump my hand. Oh, and we also draw Venom here. So I'm just thinking about getting rid of whatever's in my hand, throwing Nakia away, and then now Bishop comes down. Alright, yeah, then I just go along with the combo. I play Shuri, and we're gonna play Nimrod on the exact same lane as Shuri now to double the power. Opponent snapped. And I don't know why the opponent snapped here, but hey, happens. Alright, we drop Nimrod. And then, yeah, this is the typical win condition of this deck. Yeah, we just basically just, we're gonna punt over Nimrod, and then we're gonna create like a huge Venom in this case. And yeah, I also edited the footage here, so just we don't have to like sit through the whole animation series. But yeah, in the end, yeah, we're gonna have a huge Venom on left, and then we also spread across the board. Yep, pretty textbook game. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so for this game, look at my hand. It looks decent, but we don't have any of the win conditions, Galactus or Nimrod, but that's fine. We also see that the opponent has Angela, and I'm just thinking about, oh, maybe I should just potentially pitch it, but I don't. Because like, I also don't want to reveal what card I had, so I just kept it. And we still need to draw, but I didn't need to like show what I got from them. Alright, in this case, okay, so I'm thinking, alright, we're probably leaning towards like the Electro Nimrod like combo here. But I guess I saw that I have Deathlok and Venom, which I wanted to do at the end, so I just pitched Angela. Now we just have to play Shuri, just thinking that we're potentially going to draw into Nimrod. Also, like getting the Stark Tower buff on Nimrod's pretty nice. And yep, okay, yep. We draw Nimrod on 5, so we're gonna snap because you know that's our win condition. And we already have the closer. We have Venom and a Death Trigger, which in this case is Deathlok. And it's gonna be pretty textbook here. Yeah, so we play down Nimrod. Nimrod also gets the buff, which is amazing. Alright, and then yeah, we're just gonna Venom that lane. And then right here I'm just considering like which lane to play it, but you want your Death Trigger on the lane with the power, like the established power, because we're trying to make sure that if the lane that has no cards for the opponent, we're gonna see if they could beat us, which most likely they won't. Yeah. And yep. Kill the Nimrod back again. And then yeah, 28 power on the M. And we have 41. Yep. Alright. Get into the next one. Alright, starting off this game on turn 2. Yeah, I'm looking at my hand. It looks like my hand doesn't really have the, you know, the main combo, but one thing I noticed is I have Wave and Spider-Man in hand. Okay, and then now I just drew Galactus. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I should go with the Galactus line now. So I'm thinking the opponent didn't play anything. I'm probably gonna have priority, so let's just go for it. Okay, and yeah, now we see they play Electro. We're playing Wave. We definitely have priority. Yep, and then yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Galactus line. I know I have priority, so I'm gonna snap here. And it just seems kind of odd if they play on, you know, the right lane. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have, you know, I have also the Spider-Man backup. So yeah, I'm just going to play Galactus on right. So yeah, I see they played Destroyer. Yeah, they're kind of ahead, but I'm still fine. I'm not too worried because Spider-Man can, like, you know, close it out. I don't think I was thinking about it at the time, but if they played Jeff here, maybe they could have won. But in that case, I would have just retreated if I saw they would sneak in Jeff. Yep, so I finally go with Spider-Man. Okay, so I see they play Null.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Yeah, so I think they're thinking they're safe. If I kill their Destroyer, the Null will also still have the 15 power, so it's not a big deal to them, but I'm just gonna play Chavez here. And yeah, I was expecting a retreat, but surprisingly, they actually decided to stay. So yeah. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, starting on turn 3, because we didn't play anything. I'm looking at my hand. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to play Electro, because we already have Nimrod. He's one of our win conditions. We don't have Galactus or Venom in our hand, so I'm like, alright, we'll try to go along the same line. The opponent plays Cosmo here, kind of ruins our plan of doing the Venom Nimrod combo. So I'm thinking at this point, like, oh, you know, what's gonna actually, like, sort of happen? They decided to play Dracula, so I'm thinking, oh, okay. I probably gonna try to do like a turn 6 Galactus here. Just seeing the fact that I might actually have priority. Also the fact that I could probably just blow away the left lane with Destroyer here. And also, I also just want to, like, kill off Electro, just so I can play more cards. Okay, the opponent also ends up playing Shadowland on the right. and we have priority, so I know that this is actually gonna work out in our favor because we have priority. And yeah, so I'm just considering my other options, but I think Galactus here probably looks like the best.
Oh, snap.
And yeah, I just know like there's probably like a really low chance of losing because I have priority.
Kneel before Galactus.
Alright, we see 2 cards. I'm just thinking like, yeah, what would they actually play? I'm thinking, oh, maybe like Taskmaster here. But Taskmaster won't do anything, especially when Red Skull's not on the board anymore. And yep, they end up playing Hulk. So yeah, we majorly outpowered them. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, looking at this hand, I think it's decent, but yeah, we don't have Nimrod. Oh, and then now we draw Nimrod this turn. And I'm just thinking about, okay, so we probably need to draw into another destroy card. Seems like the opponent's not going to play anything either. Okay, so they play Invisible Woman. So I'm knowing that, okay, maybe we could take priority if we need it. Okay, and then, yeah, now we see that, yeah, we don't draw a second destroy trigger. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe we could outpower them using wave. So I could either destroyer here, and if I draw into Galactus, that's fine. We could just like Galactus onto the Invisible Woman lane. And yep, turns out I draw Galactus, so I know, yeah, we could just play into this. I'm also thinking on turn 6 I could play destroyer as well. Yeah, and I snap because I know we're going to get priority here. Okay, so they play magic, which is inconsequential. Yep, and then our Galactus goes off.
Galactus.
So yeah, so I'm playing Spider-Man, just so they can't play more cards, and then I'm gonna finish up with Destroyer.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Yep. And then we're gonna Destroyer here. Yeah, they can't even Shang-Chi if they want to. And it turns out, yeah, it was Cerebro and Wasp.
Victory.
Alright, starting on turn 1. Opponent plays Vatu. I snap because I was thinking my hand's pretty good. We already have Nimrod and Electro. And we also have the Destroy triggers. So, not too bad. Alright, so at this point, yeah, I'm thinking we're just gonna wave instead of Electro because we want to play the double Destroy later on.
Wind.
And Electro only lets us play 1 card. Alright, so I play wave. Alright, so I actually happen to play draw Galactus in this case. So I was thinking, okay, maybe we could get rid of their head start, but unfortunately they blocked the Galactus. Play. So I'm thinking at this point, there's going to be 2 more turns, so I might as well just try to play it out. And at this point, yeah, I'm thinking it's either going to be try to aerial, like deny the area, or some Nimrod play. And I figured, okay, we could also just do a Nimrod play and see if they try to stop it. If they do, then we stay in just to see. And yeah, turns out they don't stop me putting down the Nimrod.
Opponent snap.
And yeah, they snap here. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I could do an Arnim Zola play. This actually puts 2 copies of Nimrod. Like after you actually destroy him. And yeah, we had enough. There we go.
Victory.
Alright, skipping the turn 2. Yeah, so I see they play Morbius, and then, okay, I'm thinking discard, so we might actually have a chance of being ahead. So I play Wave. I also saw my hand, and it looks like, okay, we could probably just do the Galactus Spider-Man line here. Yeah, and they just had to play Lockjaw on the same lane, so they still have priority. In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have snapped here because I don't have priority. Alright, and then they play Giganto. And yeah, unfortunately, it's not actually a discard, it's actually a Hela discard. So in this case, I was like, okay, well, I've already committed the cube, so I might as well just play it out. So I'm thinking just deny Lockjaw here so they can't get too many rotations.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Alright. Again, in this case, yeah, I noticed that it's actually possible to win here. This is probably like 1 in 100 game that this would actually work out. But yeah, I noticed that the opponent wouldn't actually want to move their Captain Marvel. So I'm just thinking, okay, what if I just Arnim Zola onto the other lane? And yeah, got lucky. Arnim Zola hits the Galactus. Galactus goes off. And yeah, this is why this is one of the highlights. And yeah, I totally don't recommend doing this, but just wanted to put it in as a highlight.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Alright, skipping to turn 2. You know, I see that they play Sunspot. That's fine. Our hand looks okay. We do have the combo. We have the Shuri, Nimrod, Venom, Carnage combo. And then, yeah, I realize it's discard now. So that implies that Dracula's gonna come down, and I'm thinking I probably can't beat that. But I do have the backup for Galactus in the back of my mind. So I'm thinking, alright, let's just play the normal line. Okay, yep, and they do have Dracula that comes down, which is like pretty bad. And then now there's Nimrod. Okay, and then yeah, I see that they snap. So I'm thinking we're probably gonna take priority here, because I don't think they want to play another card on the Dracula lane because when I play okay, so yeah, so they play Hellcow, which, you know, not exactly what I was thinking, but we do have priority here. And yeah, I decided to go with the Galactus play. And being with 12 power on the right lane, we're going to have 19 effective power. I think, yeah, we're just going to win. Yep, there we go. But yeah, another different way to win with this deck. Alright, new game here. Yep, so turn 1, they play Bass. So I'm thinking maybe some type of bounce or Mr. Negative type deck. Look at my hand. We basically have the combo. We have Shuri, Nimrod, Venom, Carnage. So I snap. And alright, the opponent decides to call. And yeah, they play Kitty Pride. So yeah, this tells me, okay, it's definitely like some type of bounce deck. So I think we're pretty good at this point. So yeah, so they play Iceman, hits our Venom, so it would be pretty bad if we didn't have Carnage, but at this point, you know, it's pretty good. It doesn't matter. All right, so I play Shuri. We're just gonna go with the combo here. Okay, and then they snapped. I'm definitely gonna stay in. My hand is just way too good to not, you know, try to play it out. All right, so they play Bishop, Kitty Pryde. All right, and then I just continue on with the combo. All right, so they play Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Which is pretty, you know, pretty good for a single card to be 16. It's just unfortunate, you know, this deck just outputs so much power if you have the combo. Yeah, and I was pretty sure I was gonna have Carnage spike the left lane, because I don't think there's any way they could output 24 power on the non-bishop lane. All right, and then they play their cards. And yeah, they have 23, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna beat, yeah, the right lane here too. Yeah, this deck outputs way too much power. And there you go.
Victory.
All right, skipping to turn 2, looking down my hand, and we also have Nova Roma. Like, the hands just pretty much have a pretty good hand. Also sank some Torum. We could probably just use Arnim, so we're just waiting to draw him. But there's a high possibility that we do. So I just play Electro now. All right, and then I see they play a Hulkbuster. All right, in this case, yeah, I'm gonna snap because I'm able to play Nimrod. All right, and then yeah, it looks like the opponent also plays Shuri. So I'm thinking this is probably like that Red Skull movement deck, because I see Hulkbuster. We're gonna proceed with the Venom here, just so that, you know, Electro, we could eat up Electro and then we could just Arnim afterwards. Yep, so we do that. And yep, turns out, yeah, it's like that movement Red Skull deck. And I'm pretty sure we have enough power here, because if they want a Taskmaster, they can't actually play on mid and right. So 6 power in mid. If they play Doom, you know, Doom can't really beat us. Yep, so it looks like after some time, I'm gonna play Arnim. Yeah, this is really, I would say, pretty typical combo with this deck as well. Alright, starting off, yeah, we see Mindscape. Not too thrilled about that because we don't have the Venom Carnage combo that we want at the end, but that is okay. Yeah, then I actually noticed we have Galactus, so we're gonna try to get rid of that location. Alright, so we see that to play Shocker. That's fine. Alright, so I'm debating between playing Electro now. I just want to get something down, and then yeah, I see that they actually want to destroy their units, so I snap. Okay, and then opponent snaps as well. Need to try to get priority here if possible. Alright, I don't get priority, but yeah, maybe this is just gonna work out. Which it does.
Galactus.
Alright, and the Galactus goes off. We don't actually swap our hand. And then, yeah, I also have, you know, two Nimrods on this land as well. Alright, here we go. This is it. This is for infinite. Alright, there you go. 8 cube, infinite, final round.